Okay, so yeah, I've been working on this new level design for quite a while, but it's like pretty tedious to make. So I've already worked on it for like 3 days, and it's still got a long way to go. But yeah, I'll just show some progress I made on this level design. I'll explain the differences, the changes I made to the original level design, and then I'll explain some more these new things. And then yeah, some stuff related to spirals. But yeah, next video I should hopefully have this design done, or at a minimum, actually no, next video I'll have some other design done. There's like a simpler design I'm gonna do before I finish this one. But anyway, so yeah, let me first just explain the changes to the original. So this is level 17 from the original game. There's basically no gap here. There's no like wall here, opening here. There's no opening here, 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 or here, or here. And then also you move the same speed as the enemy, so you can't like catch up to the enemy. But yeah, I was like playing around with it. Let me just play hard mode for a bit. But yeah, what I decided was that you should be able to chase after it like this and then get around it. That time I didn't have a good chance, but yeah, you actually go a little bit faster than the enemy now. So it gives you the option of chasing after it and getting around it like that. And then I also gave you a bunch of extra holes to hide in, because I found that essentially the original design, if you went off the first cycle, like the guy's doing in that speed run, if you go on the first cycle, it's reasonable. But the problem with the original design was it becomes highly unreasonable when you get past the first cycle. So there's like, you might get multiple cycles in a row where you might get multiple cycles in a row where it's basically just impossible, and you have to just wait. So yeah, this original design, it seemed pretty good at the time, but when you pay attention to like the desync, it desyncs in a way which is like highly problematic. So I decided that, and on this new game, it's harder to get around walls because you never intersect with a wall. So you have to like kind of go further to get around a wall now, and that made it even more problematic. So what I did was I allow you now to, it's harder because it's harder to get around walls, but it's easier because you move faster than the enemy and you have way more like dodge holes here. Like I call this a dodge hole, because I can like be going after something, go into a dodge hole, go into another dodge hole, and it's kind of just more fun now. And there's also more of a reason to come around over here. Yeah, these dodge holes just help the design a lot. In the old design, there's no reason to go over here. You're always dead. The moment you like get over here, you're screwed. But in the new one, you can run over here to get to a dodge hole. So anyway, the remake is basically the exact same wall layout and exact same enemy layout. I've only done the left side so far. Almost the exact same wall layout. But the walls are going to bend and also expand half a tile. So here it's 1 tile, and when it's expanded, it's 1.5 tiles opening. So if I didn't expand it, the bending, I tried that before. I tried just expanding it really slowly at 1 tile, and it's just way too hard. When the walls are both moving around you and curving, if there's only 1 tile, it's just too hard. But here it's reasonable. It's still pretty hard, but I can do it. And you can go chase, you can get chased by it, or you can chase after it. If you go in front of it, it's easier because you kind of beating the bend. But yeah, anyway, my reasoning is that because this new level works really well, therefore this one will also work well, because the only thing I'm adding is between like these intersections where you change direction. Those are basically the same gameplay. The only thing I'm changing is the transitions, or like the hallways. So if this one works, like all these intersections are working and stuff, then by bending the hallways, it should still work. It shouldn't break the design. And yeah, this design works really well now. But yeah, the cool thing, I was going to maybe add a checkpoint over here so that basically when you get to here, you can go over here to the checkpoint, or you can go straight to the end. And by getting the checkpoint, you might have, it's easier to get to the end from here. So it's like a speed running thing. If you're going to speed run, you skip the checkpoint, and if not, it's worth it to get it. Anyway. So yeah, that's that level. I'm still working on it. Okay, but let me just try to, I'll just explain these first. So here you have hotkeys. I made them a little bit clearer. So now invincible, you press Control X. Slow-mo, you press Control Z. Although I'm going to change that to Control S. But for now, it's Control Z. Control F. Let me just put on invincible. So like, now I'm getting confused. So here I just have invincible on. Here I have slow-mo on. So you can see everything moves slower. And then F is fast player. It's not everything faster, it's just the player. And yeah, someone was saying I should do a teleport to mouse, but I think with invincible and fast, you can basically teleport. So I'm just going to use invincible and fast instead of teleport. But yeah, and then this is collect. If I'm testing something like this, I'll turn on fast and invincible, and I'll turn off collect. It's just so that I can I don't have to deal with sometimes I don't want to collect things. I just want to see if I can get to it without dying. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, this hotkey display thing, you don't have, or these are like cheats. Yeah, you don't have to remember the hotkeys anymore. You can just click them, and you can also see which ones are enabled and stuff. So that was useful. And yeah, the other thing, I don't want to go too much in depth on it. But I now have radial movement that's a spiral. So if you look right here, it's rotating the enemy on the purple enemy on the left. It's starting at a radius of 0, and then it's rotating, and then it's moving to a radius of 0.5 tiles, 0 tiles to 0.5 tiles, and then it's rotating around this middle point, and it's rotating while the radius is changing. So anytime you're rotating around something while the radius is changing, you have a spiral. So yeah, if this enemy on the left, it doesn't look like it, but it's actually doing a partial spiral motion here. And yeah, if you look at it, they're always forming a straight line. So I don't know if you could see my arm. It's probably flipped, but if you think about drawing a straight line through the purple enemies, they're always a straight line. It's because in order to do the math right, you need to change the radius while rotating, which yeah, that's what I'm doing here. But yeah, I'm going to take a break on this level and instead do this level. And here you see a different spiral. This is the same. Yeah, I upgraded my animation system to support spirals now, but I can't do speed-based. I can only do this type of spiral. But yeah, I just have to upgrade it to handle speed, because right now it's moving slower in the middle than it is on the outer side. But yeah, once I do the speed, I'm going to do this level design, which is a remake of this one. And I'm going to, instead of having back and forth, I'm going to have spirals moving up and down. I think this spiral is going to be really cool. And sometimes it'll cover the middle, sometimes the left, sometimes the right. But yeah, I think, yeah. So anyway, I'm going to finish my spiral stuff today. The speed-based spirals are actually more complicated. But yeah, it shouldn't be that bad, hopefully. But anyway, once I get the spirals working, I'll get this level in, and then I'll go back and finish this level, which is still going to take quite a while. But yeah, I think this one has a potential to be a really good level, because by upgrading this one, that really this really helped this design a lot. And now this helps it even more by adding this whole other dimension to it. And it's kind of got a theme, if you're drunk and you're walking down a hallway, the hallway looks like it's bending or whatever. It's kind of like a drunk theme or something like that. I don't know. But because there's going to be hallways bending all over the place. It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be the most visually stunning, or not stunning, but the striking level. Anyway, and my engine, it only checks for collisions on the tiles. It knows what tile the player's in and what tile any given, or like, it tracks which actors are in which tiles. So when I move to this tile, it's only checking for collisions with actors in this tile. So I could have like 3,000 enemies and it's no big deal because it's not checking for a collision with each one. And drawing 3,000 enemies is actually not that big a deal either. It's the collision detection that would be lagging. But my engine supports basically any amount of enemies within reason. Like 1,000 would be fine. 2,000, 3,000 would be fine. And they can be moving too. Okay, so anyway. So that's my progress for now. Yeah, and then the other thing is I was going to try to beat the World Tours Game 3 today, but someone pointed out that I somehow missed the paint. I'm pretty sure the first two paints, I was standing right beside it and I just didn't get it because I forgot that you can change the color. Because in the level editor, in the fan-made level editor, once you get a paint, you're stuck that color. But I'm pretty sure I effectively got the first two. This is the only first hard one. I got this one. But yeah, this one I somehow forgot that it's like over here. Because I just got confused by the map, and I don't know, I'm just bad with, my memory's bad or something like that. But anyway, I have to go back and get this rainbow paint. So even though I've already beaten a bunch of this stuff, I'm just going to like go back and get the rainbow paint. Because if I don't get the paints, it's not really beating the game. And yeah, the first two, the blue and the green, I was like, I could have easily gotten those. I just forgot that it doesn't matter if I get it. But anyway, like I thought that if I got it, I would be stuck that color, and I didn't want to be that color. Okay, anyway, I'm hoping I can get back there and get the paint without much trouble. And then I can then like make some progress beating the last level. I don't expect to beat it today, but in a best case scenario, I would just get the paint and beat the game, but realistically, that's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I'm starting to, I'm done like 16 levels in crazy, or in very hard mode. And I'm almost done like another 1 or 2, I think. So yeah, I'm getting close to needing to do crazy mode, and it'll help a lot to beat World's Hardest Game 3 before I'm doing crazy mode, and to even have like beaten World's Hardest Game 4 would help a lot too, because it really does help a lot to beat hard levels when you're trying to design hard levels, because yeah, you just get a feel for like how hard to make it. It's hard to explain. I'm distracted because I'm playing a hard level right now. But yeah, anyway, for some reason I was trying to think like where the rainbow paint was, and I got confused, and I thought maybe it was after the cutscene, and I forgot that I hadn't even been to this whole area of the map. So yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, it's funny how bad my memory is for World's Hardest Game 3. I remember 4 better than 3. So here, looking at this, it's alternating. See, this is, you know, like safe. It's like safe here, then safe here, then safe here, then safe here. So it's hard to see where they are when they're diagonal, but when they're vertical or horizontal, it's pretty easy to see. So if I'm going horizontal, I should be able to be fine. And then I just have to like go like that. Okay, that wasn't a very comfortable thing to do though. But then once I get back to vertical, I'm fine. So it's really only when you change direction that it's hard. This one looks pretty hard though. I don't remember this one. I vaguely remember it. But yeah, this part, oops, where you're like changing direction is pretty hard. But I might be able to just kind of memorize something. Right now, it's pretty tight. So I gotta go like, I just have to memorize the spot. At least it's synchronized, so I can memorize something. Ultimately, when it's synchronized, you can always just memorize something. But when it's really long like this, it's hard to memorize all of it. I'm not used to this thing. This is actually kind of similar to a spiral. But yeah, I never did spirals in any of my level designs, so that's the exciting thing, is we now have spiral technology. We can do as many spirals as we want. In Flash, it was hard to do spirals. You had to do what's called a motion guide. Oh. Is that even fair? How could I have known that that was there? There's no cutscene to that area, so there's no way of me knowing that was there. That was a dirty trick right there. There's no way to know. This one, you just have to like remember, yeah, shouldn't be that bad. I'm trying to do it all in one motion, but it's too much to do it in one motion. So now I'm trying to figure out a safe spot that's halfway through. And I can like do it lower down. I can go like right here. Instead of, need to be perfectly horizontal. Maybe if I go from right here, I'll have enough time now. Okay, maybe if I just go fast, it'll somehow be easy. Yeah, going fast is almost easier. I'm just gonna go fast. Okay, so here, I think it was right here, but, oh, darn it. Okay, if I just go fast, it's almost easier. If you go around the edge, I guess you can kind of see him coming. So yeah, I'll just try to go fast. Okay, it's right here. Okay, so now this one I'm just going to run through and hope for the best. Okay, that's pretty much what I was expecting, but I'm just going to get a feel for that one. Okay, here it actually feels a lot easier going fast. It's not as bad as I thought. I'm going to try to just speed run this one. This one's dangerous. I think I'll just speed run the whole thing is almost what I'm thinking. Because trying to go slow doesn't necessarily make it easier. Okay, and I don't want to get owned too badly because I'm about to try to beat the game. So I want to go in with confidence. So the better I do here, the more confidence I'll go into beating the game with. Okay, doing it all in one is too fast, I think. I'm gonna try to do 2 dodges on that one. Getting through the middle and out is easy. It's only the very start that's even hard at all. And then here I have to do 2 dodges. 1. Okay, I only have to do 1 dodge. Okay, now I forgot I forgot where the safe spot was, so I'm just gonna guess. I'm tempted to guess here, but I'm gonna guess here instead. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, this one is 1 from the left. So I'll remember that for next time. See, if I were really on top of things, I would have memorized that ahead of time, but I forgot. Okay, so it's now 1 from the right, and then the next one is 1 from the left. So wait, it goes 1 from the right, 1 from the right, 1 from the left, 1 from the left, and then all the way to the right, or all the way to the left. And then this one's all the way to the right. Okay, that kind of makes sense, actually. So yeah, there's a slight clue. Is it actually the opening is which like column it is. But anyway. Okay. So I didn't go fast enough. I think now I have to do 2 dodges. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go fast there. I don't like doing 2 dodges. Those dodges are pretty uncomfortable. Okay, so that, pretty sure this must be here. Okay, I haven't done this one yet. Just gonna get a feel for it. Okay, okay, safe spot. Okay, that one was kind of hard. So now, yeah, I think I'm just gonna run. I think I'm just gonna run. Okay, this one's pretty hard. Oh, okay. So now I remembered that this one's here. Okay, if I go fast, I don't think I could do without, because it's bouncing off the wall. I think I'm gonna have to do 2 dodges here. So if I look ahead of time, I could probably know the safe spot ahead of time. Or, okay, they're all synchronized, so this is never a safe spot here, whereas this is. Okay, that helps actually. I could just put the mouse here. I could just run to this safe spot and be totally safe. Okay, I was thinking, since this is near the end of the game, that they were desynchronized, or like that they were always covering everything, but actually there are just safe spots. I'll just pick a closer safe spot. I like the ones that are on a whole tile. Let me just find a safe spot. Like halfway, like right here. Right here seems good. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure right here. Okay, that was cutting it a bit close. Okay, yeah, this level is a lot easier when you go slow, actually, this area. Okay, let me just think. Yeah, I assume that you weren't able to do this because I thought it was supposed to be harder than this. Okay, this looks pretty safe to me. Oh, God, I keep going way too fast. Okay, now remember this one's right here. Okay, I'm just going to go vertical, that strategy where you go vertical. Oh, God, I got confused. Okay, that's not really that bad though. All in all, I'm feeling pretty good about this area. So that top area, now that you have the safe spots, is actually really easy. It just takes time. Oh, darn it. Okay, so this one, I should be able to beat it pretty easily, I would say. Because I don't have to get back. I just have to touch the paint. I don't have to get back. So this really shouldn't be hard. Oh. Okay, this one, I'll just play it slow. Okay, looks pretty good right there. Okay, so remember this part's kind of hard, but you can kind of wing it. Okay, I'm just gonna wing these parts though, because it actually feels easier, faster. I gotta focus on not choking too. That's important because there's a huge choke potential at the end of the game. So far, my efforts on this level, I think, are pretty reasonable. I don't lose confidence based on my performance so far. But if I don't beat it soon, I'm going to start losing confidence. Okay. I believe it's right here. No. Okay, there. That one's kind of far away. Okay, this one's not that bad. Okay. That one, I just have to time it better and run. There's basically a safe spot you can run to. You just have to know what cycle you're on. I didn't really look at what cycle I was on, so that was kind of bad. Okay, let's try this again. It's like right here. No. Right here. No. Help if I could remember where these were too. Okay, and then it was like here. This one's kind of hard to get to. Okay, and then I run to the end. Okay, now here I gotta look at what cycle I'm on. So I'm going to run to here. Yeah, on the right cycle. Go. Go. Oh god, okay, that just confused me more. I'm just gonna wing it. I feel that just confused me. If I just go fast on these windmill things, feels a little bit better. Just gonna try this fast one more time. I kind of like doing that first one fast because it saves time, and I'll do it slow after that. Okay, this is the only part I consider hard. Okay, now I'll do it slow. I'll speed run up to here and then take my time from here. Okay, that was dicey. Okay, I don't know if I can run to the end from here. I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, I can. Okay. Okay. Do the vertical thing. Run for your life. Run for your life. Oh. I feel reasonably okay about that one though. I got pretty far, so okay, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can up to that point, or like the part before that point, and then I'll go slower. I don't mind taking a death here once in a while because it saves time overall if I just run through quickly. Okay, I'm just gonna wing this one and then wing this one. This is a hard part though. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay, here I think it's a bad idea to try to speed run this part, so I'm just gonna go slowly. Could probably run to the end. Okay. Okay. Don't want to take too many deaths here. So far, I'm okay with how it's gone, though. I can get to a safe spot. Oh! Okay, wait. Is that a safe spot? Okay, I should have checked better. Okay, that is a safe spot. So that was a bit of a blunder there. That was a blunder. I just finished saying I don't want to take too many deaths, and then I died right next to a safe spot that I didn't even check for. Okay. Okay. Now I'm starting to... Okay. Just focus here. Just gotta focus. I'm very close to beating this one now. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to get a speedrun like rhythm going, but I'm trying to do it too fast. That's the problem. It's trying to get through too quickly is not a good idea there. It's better to just wiggle around a bit first. Okay. I expect to die sometimes there because I'm doing it fast, but that's fine. I just don't want to die every time I get here, because then I have to start doing it slow again. Okay, I expect to die sometimes here. Okay, and here. Okay. Now here I should never die because I'm doing it slow. Any deaths here are chokes. Okay, here it's dying here is, oh god, forgot about that. Dying here is almost a choke. Okay, I just run to the safe spot. Okay. And I just hope for the best. Expect the worst, but hope for the best. Okay, that was fine though. At least I got to the safe spot that time. I'll take it. Because that's basically the end of the level. Once I get past that part, the top portion should be easy. So I basically got to the very end there. Okay. So far, I still don't feel too bad. I'm starting to question how well I'm playing. But so far, it's not that bad. Okay, that one, I felt like I should probably have dodged that one. Maybe I was going too quick. Wasn't focused enough. I gotta focus more. That one, I just gotta treat it as though it's as hard as it is. This first one's kind of hard, but it's right near a checkpoint, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that one, I expect that to happen once in a while. See, sometimes I die there, sometimes I don't, because it's like a risky maneuver. Okay, that was reasonable, I'd say. Okay, I gotta focus now. Now I'm starting to lose my not patience, but I'm dying too many times, I feel. Because if I'm right about to beat the game, do I really want to be struggling this badly on here, which really isn't that bad if you think about this. Like area, these two areas I'm doing really aren't that hard. Like this one's basically free. I don't want to die too many times here. Going into beating the game is potential serious. You know, I could be sitting there for 5 hours or something like 5 hours. I don't want to. I'd rather just beat it easily. If you have enough confidence and you don't choke, you may just kind of get through it easily. Just not choking goes a long way for beating this game. I've beaten this game before. And obviously I made this game. But I made World Tours Game 4, which I never beat. But I will, hopefully soon. Okay, run to the safe spot. Okay, now here, this is basically the end of the level. Whoa. Okay, I think I know what to do now. Okay, that was a pretty reasonable way to die, I'd say. I'm pretty sure I know what to do. If I could remember, okay, it's a white one right in front of me. It's the first one. Maybe I'll just, okay. Then it's a red one not too far away. It's the second one. Okay, and then you just run to the exit. Okay, see, I'm getting over here pretty quick. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Normally I go slow there. Okay, so here, I'm pretty sure I could just run straight. Actually, this spot is safe. Okay, I'm just gonna wing it. Okay. So in theory, I've beaten the level now. Or not the level. I've gotten the paint now in theory. Because I just have to not choke here. Which is not that hard. This is a good test. Good warm up to not choke. Just do not choke is all I gotta do is just not choke. And these ones, the safe spots are easy to find at the start. And you get a little bit of leeway. Okay. This one looks pretty safe to me. Okay, this one looks pretty safe. I don't want to go too far away. Okay, I'm getting... There's not that much leeway on some of them. This is really gonna hurt if I choke this. I'm right about to try to beat the game. This one's gonna sting if I choke. These aren't that... There's not that much leeway on these. Not that much. There's enough that it's still choking though. Like this is actually just covered in safe spots. It's not that easy though. It's still kind of hard. These safe spots are not that easy to get into. This is a pretty good design, I would say. Because overall, even though it's repetitive, it's testing your ability to not choke right near the end of the game. Doing you a favor by giving you some time to practice not choking. I could run to the exit actually, probably from here. Oh man, it's not good. That's not good. Oh god. Why? That's not good. I'm probably gonna... That's indicative of me choking a bunch at the end of the game. That's not good. That was so obviously a choke. That was a textbook choke. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, I just have to not let it bother me too much. I can't change what's happened. I can only... See, now I'm tilted for sure. I can't unchoke that. All I can do is try not to choke next time, but I can't unchoke what I just choked. Oh, no. It would have felt so much better not to do that. Oh. Damn. See, now I'm not even focusing. Oh. That one. I knew that was gonna sting too. I don't know why I did that. Like just take it slow. Why am I was just eager to finish it. I thought I had enough time, so but I didn't want to cut it too close. And then I must have just don't know what I was thinking. You just don't like I guess my timing was just off obviously, but like that one's not too bad, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking there. That shouldn't happen. That should not happen. There's safe spots everywhere. Just go to the next safe spot. It's because I was like having some trouble getting into the safe spots, and I'm not like I'm almost dying sometimes when I get into the safe spot. So I didn't really want to have to go into another one, but I should have just kept doing it. It had worked up to that point, so I should have just kept on doing it instead of trying to. But yeah, it seemed like I could get to the end, but yeah, that was bad. That was not good. It's exactly what I wanted to avoid. My worst fears were realized there. That was my worst fear. Actually, no. My worst fear is doing that at the end of World's Hardest Game 3. At the end coming up. That's my worst fear. If I choke here and not on the end, okay, that's fine. But I'm very worried about choking on the end now. Okay, here I run to the exit. Here I take it nice and slow. Okay, run to the safe spot. Safe spot goes up one. And I just wing it here. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. So I wung it last time, and it's not that easy to pre-plan something there. Actually, it is. I should probably pre-plan something, but when I wing it, it doesn't feel that hard, so I'd rather just wing it. It's not like it's brutally difficult to get over there. It's just like, you know, if it were brutally difficult to get over there, then I would have to think more before I ran, but this isn't really that bad. This is the only annoying part, actually. I kind of want to try winging this one, but it's probably a bad idea. This one is harder than the other one. You can't get through on... I'm pretty sure you can't get through on one cycle here. I'm pretty sure, but it might be the exact same. Okay. Just gonna wing this. Okay. Okay. My oh god, please, not again. Not again. I do not want as bad as I didn't want to choke last time, I even more don't want to choke again. Some of these are hard to get into, but it's still choking. Should be able to just go over 4 every time. This doesn't feel as bad as last time, at least. Go over 4 again. And I go down 4. Try not to be too high. Okay, I can easily get it now, and I just have to go like that. Okay. Well, see, now I just have to not die to it. See, you can technically... Nah, you can't die there. Okay, there. Right? Okay, well, all in all, that wasn't that bad, although I took a very, very, very bad choke. But apart from that, all in all, if you focus on the choke, it was very bad, but if you don't focus on the choke and you look overall, it wasn't actually that bad. The choke was a bad one, though. That was a nasty choke. It's going to be in my mind that happened, and then I'll be like near the end of World's Hardest Game 3, and I'll be like, oh god, I choked last time, I'm probably going to choke again, and then that putting that thought in my head could easily cause me to lose. You need confidence. If you're just confident, you play a lot better when you're confident. You could be overconfident though, like what I just did is probably overconfident, or just impatient actually. But like here, I'm confident. Like I don't choke on this level. I'm just dying. They're not really chokes though. Okay, now I'm starting to. Yeah. Anyway, confidence helps. Is what I'm trying to say. If you're really nervous, you basically just die right away. If you're trying to beat a really hard level while really nervous, you basically just die immediately. That's, in my experience, what happens. You just basically run straight into an enemy. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't be dying that many times there, but it is pretty tight. Jesus. Okay, that is pretty tight. Actually, I'm not even gonna blame myself for those deaths. Oh, okay, that was not a good idea to do that at the end. Should have taken a little bit more caution at the end. This part is hard for me to do it slow, and when I do it fast, it's a little bit chaotic, but I'd rather just do it fast, except the end. When you go slow, it just takes way longer, and you could still die when you're going slow, so you might as well just run through most of it. Okay, that's kind of annoying though. I'll leave the rainbow on for a bit, but the rainbow is also kind of annoying. Okay, I almost died there. Okay, so now we're back to the end of the level, end of the game. Nah, there's no way I'm beating it today, although there's a small chance. If I do just really well, get through here, and then don't choke, I'll beat it, but we saw what happened on that last part. I have it within me, though. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Going around this corner is kind of awkward, as you can see. This isn't actually that bad. So when going around the corners, that's hard. Okay, I'm gonna try to focus on, you know what, I'm gonna take, I'm just gonna pause for like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna focus on trying to beat the game right now, because actually I feel like that's not that bad. I'm just gonna pause for 5 minutes. Okay, been like 5 minutes. All right, I think I'm gonna try to get past the first part and take a few attempts at the second part, and then from there decide if I can beat it today or not. But I feel like the first part really isn't that bad. Once you get used to it. Okay. When you go around the corner, you can't run that far. Going around the corner is like a leap of faith, kind of. Okay. Close the window here. Okay. I got far enough on that one attempt that it feels completely doable. One isn't, it's tight, but it's not crazy tight. Okay. I was playing a little bit better before I took the break. Just gotta focus. Maybe my fingers are a bit cold, maybe. My fingers don't feel as agile as they were a second ago. Okay, that was awkward. Okay, that was also awkward. Okay. Once I get a bit of practice going around the corner, though, I should start getting pretty far consistently. That one was a clean cornering. That was not. Okay. So you get like a clean one by accident. I get like a clean one by accident sometimes. I'm not really timing it. Okay, that one I did time though. But the other one I wasn't timing it. I was getting it by accident. Okay, that was clean. Okay, I went the wrong way. This is the same thing as the other one. Gotta do, yeah, okay. It's not that bad still, though. That was bad. That was good. It was good. I think I start to lose focus if you start to get exhausted or something. Feeling pretty good now about going around the corners, though. I just have to focus more. I think I have to warm up my fingers a bit. Okay, made progress. Okay, so far I feel pretty good about it. the end of the day, it's just consistency, so it's not like it gets harder at the end. You just get exhausted. Fingers start to feel a bit stiff toward the end. Almost choked at the end. Ooh. Okay, just getting past the first part. I'm satisfied with that. Anything after that is gravy. Yeah, obviously be careful. Thanks for the tip. If I could beat the whole thing today, all the better. But it's looking pretty difficult from what I'm seeing here. Now let me just count the coins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 12. So that's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And I need 27. So I'm good. Okay. Anything past here is gravy. Okay, that wasn't good because now I have to go back in. Got those at the end. Let's see here. Okay. So what I've learned is those coins in the middle are actually quite hard to get. But I have a strategy to do it. Okay. It's not that bad. So far, it looks pretty hard, but it's not that bad. I have a feeling the one on the right is actually the hardest part, if I recall correctly. Because you have to think on your feet because it's desynchronized. So the thinking on your feet at the very end, I almost want to do that one first, get it out of the way. But I kind of wanted to just practice them a bit there. At least you get some selection. You don't have to do them all in like one by one. You just have to get through part of the first one, and then from there you could choose what you want to do. I think I'd rather practice the right side. Being confused. But that was pretty good that I even got there. It didn't feel that bad. I wanted to try to see if I could get those coins. Seemed like a reasonable thing to try, because that would save me having to actually do something more difficult. Oop, got a little bit hasty there. Okay. See, doing it fairly consistently now, that's a really good sign. The time between I got here from last time and this time is like barely anything, so okay, now I'm gonna try to get the right side. Okay. Well, back to the other part. not that bad though. If I have to do this like 100 more times, at a certain point. But I'm going to be taking, if I had to, I would split that into multiple videos then. So, shouldn't really be that bad. I'm not really feeling that intimidated right now. The ending of World Starts Game 4 is like 10 times scarier than this. I've heard people say this is harder than 4. I do not understand how you could think that, but I'm going to beat 4 soon, hopefully, so we'll see how I feel. But, and hopefully 3 too. Beat 3 potentially right now. Oh, I'm talking too much. Potentially I'll just beat it right now, frankly. But it's probably not going to be this video, but I might. Ending of 4 is like crazy compared to this. This feels pretty reasonable to me. Oh, oh, oh god, I don't know what I did there. I think I mispressed the key and then panicked and somehow survived and then panicked a second time and then died. Oh, I pressed something. I pressed tab. That's it's distracting me now. Oh! Damn that tab key. Somehow just seeing the yellow in the corner of my eye was distracting me. Oh. Nope. Did it again. My coffee cooled down yet? Okay. How many attempts have I done on the second area? I think only 2. I want to try to count the attempts I did on the second area. I'll write it down in Notepad. Okay, I keep doing that. You don't want to turn too quickly when you go around the corner. Wait a bit first. Okay, let me just do something here. Okay, I'll just call this left, mid, right, tote. 2. I died once on the left and once on the middle, I believe. Okay, wait, this is ugly. Let me just go like this. If I recall correctly, I only died once. Or I might have died twice on the left. I think I died trying to get this coin. And over here. I believe I actually got over here 3 times, didn't I? See, that's how bad my memory is sometimes. Although I got over there so easily, I forgot how many times I've even been over there. Okay. Let me just think for a sec. I'm pretty sure I died getting this coin, and I'm definitely died over here, and I died over here, so I must have died 3 times. So I died twice on the left, and I've been there 3 times. And this is actually my 4th attempt. Okay. Just go like this. Okay. Just try to get my confidence back by doing something easy for a bit. I have to go over there anyway, so I don't really care about that coin. Should have gotten it though. Okay, let me just think about this. Yeah, I think I haven't tried the right side yet. I might as well try the right side. Right side's desync. Let me just get a... Okay, it looks like it might only be partially desync. Let me just see here. Okay, it's only partially desync. See, it syncs up. Yeah. It's 3 horizontal for 2 vertical, but that doesn't really help me that much. Just gotta practice it. Well, at least we can add one to the right column. Okay. I mean, it's not that easy if you look at it. Although I died pretty quickly. That's not a good sign to die that quickly, but it's my first time on that one. Okay, that was sloppy as hell. It was pretty sloppy. Yeah, I don't think I'm beating it today, but I'm gonna keep trying for a bit. I'd keep track of the amount of deaths I take on the first area, but there's going to be so many that it's going to take too long to keep track of that, so I'm not going to bother. But you could approximate it from the amount that I had when I started the room. I don't remember what that was, but... I also tried a bit earlier. Not in the last video, I got here before I got the paint because I forgot about the paint. Thought I already had it or something, but or I didn't. I forgot where it was. So I took like 20 deaths or something, or like 30 or something last video. Starting to feel like it's harder than I was expecting because there's 3 areas, although that first area, some of the coins are harder than others, but I feel the most confident on the first area, and the second area doesn't really, it looks hard, but it's not really that bad. I think I'm going to try to clear out the first area this time if I can get over there. Clearing out the first area will give me confidence because at least I'll have one of them in the bag, I guess, or not in the bag, but doable. Ooh, man. Ooh, man. Hmm. Had to go diagonal that time. Oh, that time went too quick. My consistency is pretty good. Okay, gonna try to clear out this left side. Okay, I was a little bit too hasty there. Need to analyze it a bit further. I kind of just ran in like a bull in a china shop. Oh! Damn it. Ugh. Hmm. Ugh. I don't know why I'm getting scared now. If you're on the inner edge, like here, it's slightly harder. You have to try to get away. Not too close to be on the outer perimeter, the inner as opposed to the inner. Ah! I wasn't focused. I don't know why I was thinking. I was just not focused. Ah. Oh man. Still though, it could be going worse. It's not like based on my performance thus far, it's like, oh yeah, there's no way I'm gonna beat it. Like, it's beatable. It doesn't look like it's gonna take quite a few attempts is what it looks like, but it's beatable. Although that right side scares me a bit, because remember that one try I did on the right side, it didn't go that well. I died pretty darn quickly. My foot's cramping. Oh! My foot's full on cramping. Oh! That one doesn't count. That one, my foot was hurting. Oh, damn it! I had my foot in a weird position. I'm not gonna call that a choke because my foot was I was like curling it up in a weird position and it started to like get shooting pain. Oh, my foot's hurting again. I don't know what's wrong with my foot. Had it in such a weird position for so long it started hurting, I think. Damn it. Okay, now this is starting to... This isn't going well. Now, starting to feel the pressure now, I think. Took you 2 deaths down there. That's not good. Foot-related injury. Those aren't even real. Like, you're not supposed to die because of your foot. Oh. Should I try to... Okay, I'm going to try to get that coin in the bottom right here. Okay, let me just look at it a bit. Okay. It appears there's a safe spot, very tiny safe spot right here. That's not really of much use. Here looks pretty safe. I could actually just sit here, but it's very tight. I don't know if they're that useful. I'm just going to try to get this coin here. I think this one, I want to get this coin and then get back here maybe, or get this one and get back here. I'm just going to, just to look at it is hard to really analyze. There's not much to really look at. Like, you just kind of got to go for it, I think. Okay, that was bad. Okay, I should have looked at it more. Okay, I don't like... I should have looked at it more. When I felt like I could just go for it, but then the moment you get in there, you just get crushed from all angles. Oh, okay, that one was too hasty. Okay. I think I need a break from this left one. Left one, I took a bad death last time, so I don't want to do it again. When you're along the wall is much easier, but you can't get the coins along the wall. Okay, I just want to... Maybe I'll just get these bottom left coins in this middle one. And then just just reevaluate. I almost choked that. Okay. The right ones are certainly harder because the opening is to the left, so you have to go through these middle thingies here. These things are really annoying. At some point in the level, you have to actually interact with them. It's hard to really get these coins without interacting with these things. I'm gonna have to practice this one a bit more. That wasn't that bad. all in all, looking at that middle one, you're gonna have to interact with those really annoying, you know the things I'm talking about. There's 3 different types of enemies in that middle one. One of them is a lot harder to deal with than the others. Oh, that was close. Went too early. It's good knowing that if I go too early, I could still survive. I don't think I survived too early before like that more than once. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing as last time. Gotta watch out for that one at the end. I'm gonna just practice this one again. Wow. I guess maybe there's something to be learned from that death, but it felt like last time I ran through the middle quickly and got through the middle. That time I ran through the middle quickly and got killed in the middle. So I was on a different cycle. So I could try to plan the cycle, but that doesn't, it's not really, there's enough that you have to, time that you have to spend in there that you can't really rely on planning the cycle. It could only help you a little bit at the start maybe, but you have to kind of just go with the flow on that one, I think. Although, actually, if you're good, you could probably run through the middle always at the right cycle. So maybe I'll try to look into that. But there's enough that you need to do in that one that looks like that's only going to help you a little bit. So, I don't know. The middle is the hardest part, I guess. But to go through the middle like a couple times. Oh! I knew that I went too quick, and then I tried to run away from it that direction, which doesn't really make any sense, and I ran into an enemy, but I think I would have died there anyway. I don't know, though. That was bad. That was really bad. But it doesn't really matter, because this one I've beaten 8 times, so it's not like I can't beat this one. It's only really bad if I die on the other ones. Although choking is bad, so I guess that was pretty bad, actually. Because that was a choke. Oop. Okay, that one wasn't a choke. That was just, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't. It was just a death. Oop. I want to get through at least once more. See how I feel. That death that I just took wasn't very satisfying. It sucks to end on an unsatisfying death. Maybe I'll try the middle one again. The middle one I can get the right coins, and I have to interact with the annoying pieces in order to get the other coins. So that's why the middle one is hard. I think the right one's still the hardest, but I don't know. At least the middle one synchronizes. Well, the right one does too, but not that conveniently. gonna focus on the middle one. That was pretty clean. Although that's the easiest part. So what I really should do... I think I see the trick. See, here, you just go along the side, and then here you run after as fast as you can, grab that, and you run fast over here. And then you can get maybe this coin too. Let me just see here. Yeah, you should be able to get both these coins, so you don't actually have to go in the middle. You only have to change sides, maybe with this thing at the bottom. You change sides along the bottom, like boom, boom, like that. Get these coins. You go boom, boom. Okay, that's pretty tight. Okay, let me just see here. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be tough, but okay, I'm gonna try to get the whole. I'm gonna try to clear the whole thing right now, the middle thing. Let's do it from over here instead. Yeah, that wasn't that bad though. I think I have a strategy down for the middle and the left. Just by randomly running in, I should be able to get them. Like, it's not that hard. It's just gonna take some deaths on the left, but I feel like I can get the middle and the left. So now it's only really the right that concerns me. And I got through the right once to the bottom side, I believe. Or most of the way to the bottom, or all the way to the bottom, I can't remember. I feel like the middle and the left aren't that bad. Okay, that time I think the diagonal saved me. Maybe I'm gonna want to try to get these coins in this one a little bit more. I haven't got this coin very well yet. Okay. Oh, see, that was the same thing I did last time. Okay, I have to not do that. Okay, that was bad. That was the same thing I did last time. I'm gonna take a few more attempts. I don't feel ready to give up just yet. It's the morning though. It's like noon. So if I spend all my mental energy doing this, then I have to work, like coding and stuff. So coding my spiral related functionality, speed-based spirals, because I need them for the next area I'm doing. So I don't want to be too exhausted, but I want to try to get that coin in a different technique. I'm going to go around the outer wall, go around like here, get it, and then go back around the outer wall. Or maybe, you know what, I'll get this coin and I'll go all the way around. That's what I'll do. That'll be my first thing. First mission. Get this coin and go all the way around. Okay. That time felt like it was better than last time, but getting the coin was a little bit crazy on the way out. Getting it was fine, and then getting out was hard. But I'm not ready to abandon that strategy just yet. I feel like I need to try it again. It's not like Wile E. Coyote where you try something once and then you you give up the moment. Instead of just fixing your readjusting it or whatever, you just try something completely different. This is pretty consistent now. But it's taxing enough that it exhausts you. Get that right coin. Okay. So you gotta get it, and then instead of going right back to the wall, I think I'll stay in the middle a bit. Stay in the middle a bit, then go to the wall. Gotta go around this one. Over around like here. Boom. Okay, I didn't do what I was planning, but it's okay. Now I'm winging it. Now I'm winging it. Okay. What I was planning wasn't necessary. I feel pretty good now. I just want to practice it up a bit. I'm not in any rush. My fingers actually will start hurting soon. So actually, I'm not going to try that much longer, but I feel okay about it so far. Although, it still looks pretty hard. I was hoping I could get to it and beat it in like 20 attempts, like the second area, but I've already taken like 9 or something. 10, I think. I can't look at it right now because I'm looking at the square. Oh! 12. Oh, wow. I forgot. I thought it was 10. Okay. At least I got that coin and died. I didn't... You know, twice I got it and died, but... I misclicked. I didn't mean to go that far. Oh wait, I gotta update it. I wonder if I missed any, but I don't think I did. I think I wrote them all down, but it's possible I missed one already. Okay, instead of running right to the left, right, I have to go like, I don't know what. This is what I was trying earlier, and then I said that it wasn't necessary. Now it feels like it's necessary. Just wanna get the coin stay in the little middle for a little bit longer. See, I just don't know. There was one time I got it and got back over and I was fine. Let's try again. Okay, I want to get it and get back to the entrance. That's what I want to do now. Looks like there's an opening. If I just get that coin and run to right back to the entrance, it should be okay. I could consider going back to the checkpoint once I get all these coins, because it might in the long run save me time, but there's a pretty good chance I'm gonna die on my way back. But I would only have to do it once and then I'd never have to get the coins again, which would make life slightly easier in the long run. So I might want to consider just doing that. Might want to try that once just now, see if I can get it. Because then I don't have to worry about these coins anymore. I could even get one coin from the next area. Oh wait, I don't know. That might be a bad idea though. I just think. I don't know. These coins aren't really that hard. It's just I have to do it over and over again. And I have to get so far to get back to the checkpoint. Tempting though, but because it saves you a small amount over and over again, but I don't know. It's pretty hard to get back to the checkpoint. It's like you might as well just beat the level at a certain point, but it's even harder to do that. So like I can go back to the I could get these coins, get like one or two more, and then go back to the checkpoint. Oh wait, it doesn't look possible actually. I would have to go back now. I think once you get to here, you can't go back. So I would have to get just these coins and then go back. But I don't know if that's really worth it. Let me just try getting this coin and then running back to the entrance. Okay, something blocks my way. Okay. Well, might as well try again. I'm gonna try to go back to the checkpoint, I think. Save myself the trouble of getting these coins over and over again. Okay, I forgot that it's actually harder because I'm not used to going backward. It's much more awkward on the way back. Oh, yeah, it's probably worth it to just fucking do that. Then you don't have to worry about the coins over and over again. But if I take enough deaths doing this, it's gonna sting. But I don't know. Try one more time for now. Doing this consistently enough that I should be able to get back. Gives me some practice with not choking. If I can not choke getting back, it'll help me not choke later. You're already exhausted by the time you're going back, and it's like more awkward. Should be able to do it though. If I can't do that, how am I gonna beat the game? So I think I'm gonna do that. Could go all the way back. Well, it's a nice little warm-up challenge because it's easier to get the coins and get back than it is to beat the game, and it helps me beat the game. So I think that's what I have to do. I think I'm gonna get the coins and get back unless my fingers start hurting, and then maybe try a couple more times, but that'll just help me for next time, I guess. If I get the coins and die right before the checkpoint, that'll also hurt my confidence. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's lagging. I'm pretty sure that was lag, but I can't, it's hard to say. The video's been going for quite a while, but I still want to try to get, this would help to have some progress. to come back? I might as well just get those on the way back now that I think about it. Oh, wait. Think about it. Yeah, I don't have to go. That's a bad path to go. There's a more efficient path I could take. This is definitely helping me design, like, when I make crazy mode for World Tour's Game Remake and World Tour's Game 5, this is definitely going to help. Okay, I'm going to keep trying to get the coins and get back and give up soon because the video is so long. I'm going to try a little bit more, though. If not, I'll start the next video by doing that, which isn't the most exciting thing, but at least you get to see if I choke or not on my way back. I gotta do the more efficient path. I just get them on the way back. Saves me a bit of trouble. My fingers are cramping. They feel super stiff. They definitely feel stiff. Yeah, I got confused. Okay, you know what? I'll do that next time. I don't know. I'll try again. But it's... Okay, my fingers are getting stiff. You know what? I'll just do it next time. Okay, next time I'm going to get these coins, get back to check, and then I'll proceed. Okay, see you next time.